Yeah, so everybody watching, make sure you hit the like button. There's over 80 of you in here already. Make sure you all hit the like button. I've got Global Ceezy in here. He did a video talking about Asian women and black men dating Asian women. I did a big reaction to his video, and we're gonna talk about it. We just like want I just want Global Ceezy to introduce himself to you guys so you get to know who he is. Go watch his videos, go subscribe to his channel and stuff like that. You know, I think it's really important for guys to like kind of share ideas, experiences, and all of this kind of stuff. It's very important. So if you got any questions, you know, hit the super chat or ask questions in the chat, all of that stuff. Yeah. Okay, cool. Let's get into it, man, because we 10 minutes in. I don't like videos where people drag the stuff out too long. So, like, what inspired your video talking about black men dating black Asian women and stuff like that? What inspired that? And like, tell me about that.
Yeah, so a lot of black guys is coming to Asia. You know, like a lot of black guys are starting to come out here, partly due to my channel as well as other YouTubers and other TikTokers and stuff like that. And a lot of them like they kind of trying to date the girls. They trying to figure out, do they like black men? Because it's like a shaky topic, you know. A lot of guys will say, "Yo, I have the best relationship. I've been married to this girl for years and years. I got the best Asian woman," you know. And then a lot of people say, "Nah, they don't like black men. Asians have been racist to me my whole life. Black guys only date the fat, ugly Asians or the poor Asians," you know. So I kind of had to make that video, like, just to like clear the air on certain things. Like, yes, a lot of times like Asians do love black dudes, but it's lust. It's not really like they accept you. It's not really like they respect you. A lot of times they just fantasizing, you know? A lot of times they just imagining our dick size. A lot of times they're just like they just want to have us in bed, you know?
Mm.
So I have to like just make that clear, you know?
So would you say that a lot of black guys are going over there having some kind of like fantasy of, oh, I'm gonna meet my wife type thing, and then
Yeah,
really and truly they're just getting what is it, used like a piece of meat basically, and then just discarded type thing.
yeah, there's different aspects to it. So like countries like Philippines, Thailand, like a lot of dudes think that those are wifey countries, which is cool. Like you can literally like come here and get a wife, but realistically, because I have Asian women friends, and like it's
Mm,
pretty common knowledge. Like when you come on the internet and say certain things, they go crazy. Like that video got 100K views in like 2 weeks. But
mm,
that's common knowledge. Everybody talks, like everybody knows this stuff that I said in the video. But yeah, like out here, everything's about money. Everything's about money.
mm.
Dudes think that just because they got a wife, they don't realize that she's with you because you have money and you willing to work and pay her bills and put her in a fucking penthouse when she was just living on a rice field and doing massages, you know? So that's the Philippines and Thailand construct. But like Japan's another place a lot of dudes think they're just gonna show up and Japanese women want to have babies with them and shit like that. Like that's not even true.
Mm.
Japan's one of the most populated countries, and like most people are scared of you. Most people are like just very wary of you. Most people don't speak English, so I feel like a lot of dudes just have this like delusion that every girl wants them, every Asian girl is gonna just jump on them, and it's like that's not true.
Yeah, man. I think that a lot of guys are just like delusional, bruh. Like a lot of times, I've seen a lot of these like passport bro videos, and a lot of guys, a lot of black guys in particular, be like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna go Thailand. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go there." Like, first of all, you guys don't even speak the language. You're gonna go there. You don't know no one there. You don't know the system. Do you get what I'm saying? And you don't know what the women are really trying to do. You're just kind of going out there with this fantasy and this hope that, oh, these women are gonna be automatically better than the women back home. and they're gonna do exactly what I want them to do. But that's not necessarily true, bro. And I think that your video really highlighted a lot of things that a lot of guys didn't realize, and the fact that you're actually there, it made it like more like concrete, and that's why your video got so many views, in my opinion. That's why I had to do a reaction, because I was like, bro, this guy's keeping it 300% right now. Do you get what I'm saying? So, nah, that's dope, man. So, yeah, I think like for me, when I talk about these kind of topics, I talk about like just non-black women in general, like the dynamic between non-black women in general and black men. And I think you hit a lot of points where it's just like black men are very fetishized, you know what I mean, and are over sexualized as well. You know, obviously with corn, because I call it corn. Take the P away, put a C there. I call it corn because of YouTube. Yeah, and you know, this whole fantasy, and a lot of times us guys, we've watched so much corn that we start to believe that fantasy as well. You get what I'm saying? And that can get you in trouble.
Yeah, that's a huge thing out here in Asia. Like, I feel like almost every Asian watch, men too. Men will fetishize you a lot out here, the most.
Serious.
It's real, like especially feeling like men always check you out. Men are always commenting on your dick, making jokes, calling you handsome and shit like that.
For real. So you got Asian guys calling you handsome over there.
Bro, I got stories. I got like, bro, I've been in places where Asian dudes is asking me, "Yo, let me just suck your dick." Weird shit like that, bro. Like asking me, "Are American guys really big?" and shit like that. Just harassing me and shit. But
Wow.
a
That is
huge like
shocking, bruv.
a lot of people don't understand Asian people. Like I think they're the most. I wouldn't say the most, but like they consume a lot of black porn. So
Corn, not pea. Corn.
um,
We
that's why
want
you
we want to get paid for this, man.
that's why you see a lot of interracial dating with Asians because like
Mm,
the Asian men don't have a good reputation with their women. So like
okay.
they step out for that lust factor and that X factor.
Do you know what's crazy though? Like when I come across Asian women like in London and UK, like bro, like I never even hear them speak, bro.
Yeah.
Like they're very quiet, very like unless they're the ones that grew up here, went to school here, you know, they were around us. Like, do you get what I'm saying? So they don't have no problem interacting with us. But you can always tell those ones, like, do you get what I'm saying? You can always tell. But like the ones that probably they've come here to do uni, you know, education, you don't even hear them speak, and they only speak amongst themselves. They stick to themselves. Like, do you get what I'm saying? So like getting this information from you is the new dynamic for me. This is all new territory. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like I've been with black girls, white girls, South Asian, like Indian and stuff like that. I've been with those kind of girls, and then girls from European countries and American girls as well. But I've never been with like a East Asian girl. I don't hardly ever spoke to one. Like, to be fair, I think I've got one friend that's an Asian girl. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, so like you're telling me some new stuff right now, and I think a lot of guys watching, they don't really know either.
Yeah, it's the same exact thing in America. Like, even in school, like the Asians stay away from everybody. They don't speak. You don't know anything about them. So when you come to Asia and you just see this shit on the internet that's like, oh, these women just love black guys. These women just like just throw themselves at you. That is like a small ass minority. That's what you like. That's what you like when you come out here. Everybody is picking from the same pot. The girls that like foreigners. It's a small ass minority, and it's like you said, you can tell which ones is which. Majority of these places, majority of the women, they kind of stay away from you. They kind of just have a lot of traditional ways or negative stereotypes about you. They'll talk about you and whisper in your face. They'll laugh at you. They'll look at you crazy for approaching them. And they don't. Most of them don't speak English too. So it's kind of the same thing. Like you're not
Hmm.
coming to Asia and just is running up in the ranks with Asian women. Majority of the time, they're poor or hip hop girls. You know.
Yeah, hip hop girls. Yeah, hip hop girls. That's what I'm saying. It's like I feel like if I was to go there, I would have to find what club is it that they play rap music. I need to find a club where they play rap music, and that's where I'm gonna find the people I can connect with because obviously they already interested in that kind of the black music, and so like for me to be there won't be weird. Do you know what I mean? But for me to like for me to just like start talking to random Asian girls in the shopping center in the mall, I don't think that will be, especially the way I look, bro. Like I don't think that won't go down well.
Yeah, and that's the thing though. A lot of dudes do that same exact thing. Just go for the girls that like black guys. But those are the whores.
Oh
Those are black
yikes!
sheep. Those are like the ones that's fucking every black guy. That's how they are.
Mm,
Just it's a huge fetishization. So like the ones that like black guys, they like every black guy. Like you'll be with them and they're just staring at every black guy while you're with them. And this is a common
yikes!
thing out here. Like they just throw themselves at black guys. They do the same thing with Arab guys. They throw themselves at Arab guys, in Thailand. But don't wife them up. That's what I'm saying. A lot of black dudes come out here and just wife up the easy, fat, thick girls because that's the only option. Black guys for them.
Damn, bro. That's crazy, fam. That's crazy. So like, because obviously I talk about like when I talk about these kind of dynamics, I talk about like all non-black women, and I find that like from my experience of what I've seen, a lot of non-black women. First of all, what you said is true. It's always the minority. Yeah, it's not the majority. It's not 50%. It's the minority, right? Most women will couple up with men in their own race. Number one. Number two, of that minority, a lot of them, if they do like black guys, bruh, she's probably been with a lot of black guys, bruh. And that's just what I've seen from my own life, bro. Like, do you get what I'm saying? So that's some facts, bro. And guys, I think a lot of black guys get gassed, like, oh, maybe they've not really had a white girl before, maybe they've not really had Asian girls before, so now they get one, they're like, oh my god, like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, oh my god, like this is something awesome, but bruh, like, nah, she's been with bare guys just like you, bro. Like, it's not nothing, bro. Like, and she will move on to another guy after you very very quickly. Like, it's not a big deal.
Yeah, these girls is players, bro. Like Asian women, I think it's known like Japanese women are the biggest cheaters in the world. Like a lot of Asian,
Serious.
because they live like everything's about like saving face out here. So like they put on one act for the rest of the world. They put on one act for this guy. They put on one act for their family, and it's just like you don't know who the fuck you're dealing with, you know.
Damn,
And that's why the relationships don't really last with us, because it's like,
that's scary.
yeah, it's weird.
Because
It's
that's the
weird.
thing, like, obviously, like someone like I think the typical guy doesn't really know what they're like. Do you get what I'm saying? So you won't know who's who, you won't know who to choose. And if one of them shows you some attention, you're gonna probably be gassed. Do you
Yeah,
get what I'm saying? You're like, wow, like I've never, you know what I mean? Like, so that's man. Someone said not facts. And at the end of the day, what we're saying, I will say this is a fact, and I know this is true, and no one can argue that. The majority of non-black women are not into black guys. It's always a minority, right? Now, of that minority of women that are into black guys, I'm not saying all are gonna be like 304s and for the streets. We're not saying that, but a lot of them will be, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. A lot of them will be just throwing the box around, bro. Like, do you get what I'm saying? And because just like what Global Ceezy said, like a lot of it's a fetish. They're hip hop girls. They're just into this rap culture thing. They've been watching like Corn. All of this weird stuff. Like, do you get what I'm saying? They want a gangster fog. Do you know what's so sick about your video? Yeah, like when you put the clips of the girls being interviewed. Talk about those clips, bro.
yeah. So this actually came from a Twitter. They took my sometimes they take my TikToks and put it on Twitter, and like, you know, females will come in there and like just run with a narrative and like roast you and shit like that. But I was damn, I can't even be mad at the videos they posting because it's true, and the shit they were saying was true. You know, it was black women they were talking. They were like, black guys think they're just special and attractive. They're using you as a fetish. They're fantasizing about BBC, you know, and a lot of women were like, yeah, black guys are just thirsty and desperate for validation. And I was like, I can't even be mad because I know a lot of dudes that's out here on the same vibe, you know?
Mm.
But the first video, she was like, the relationships with Asian and black people never last because we have nothing in common. And I was like,
Mm.
damn, that's true. I've been with a lot of Asian girls. I got a lot of Asian women friends. And like, they're cool, but it's like, at the end of the day, our values is different. And that's that, you know? And our religion is different. Even like, the religion is different. So they believe in different, they have a different, whole different makeup.
Mm.
They have, like, most of them are Buddhist or some other religion like that,
Mm.
which they don't have the same values. Like sometimes sex, the way they view sex, the way they view their body count is not the same as how we do in America. The way they view
Okay.
men is not the same as how we do in the West.
Mm.
You know, they view using a man for money is not the same, you know?
Mm. So like they'll do what they do when they're dating a guy, and they'll feel like I'm being normal. This is just
Yeah.
standard shit. And to us, we'd be like, how could you do this to me? Kind of thing. Like,
Yeah. But guys, like, we think simple. But
yeah.
like women, they'll like they'll have like five guys using them
Mm.
and just on this feminine act and shit like that. And I won't say this is just Asian women. All the things we saying about Asian women, all women can do. But
Yeah. All women do it. Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah,
saying
because
what's
that's the thing is, and that's the reason why a lot of men from the West are even going to Asia, because they're trying to get away from those things, but they don't realize that, yeah, the Asian women, they may act nicer, but they're doing the same stuff.
I say their game is even better. I
Yeah.
say because they've grown with this game. Like Asian
Okay.
culture is very blunt, it's very straight up, and people don't understand that. Like their parents will tell you, yo, why are you talking to this foreigner? He better feed all of us. He better pay all of us. He better do this for you. He better do that for you. You know?
Hmm. Hmm. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. So you saw me do the reaction video. Is there anything that you saw that you didn't agree with, or you thought, ah, nah, I don't agree with it. He's going a bit crazy. He's tripping on that one.
Nah, like it was actually a perfect video, like reaction, because you an older dude, you from the UK. A lot of people think I just be negative and stuff like that, but a lot of the
Yeah,
things
that's
you were
what guys were saying. They was like, oh, Ceezy just always speaking negative. I was like, bro, he's telling the truth. It doesn't matter if it's negative. It's the truth, bro. Like,
saying. But I think you kind of hit everything on the head, and it sounds like you've been already stressing these points. You know,
yeah, yeah,
so I want to
yeah.
ask.
Because like, yeah, man, I've been talking about this stuff for like 2 years, some 2 years ago, bro. Like, and it wasn't even like, oh, because of stuff I saw on the internet. It was just like you've lived this thing, and I've
Yeah,
lived this thing, bro. Like, do you get what I'm saying? And like, you just start to notice patterns. And once you start noticing the pattern, then you're just like, bro, now I know what to expect. So then when you see another guy, or the guys watching this that don't have the experience, when they ask you questions or they tell you about, oh, why is my girl doing this to me? Why is this? I already know, because I've done that about 15 times. Do you get what I'm saying? Like,
that's what I'm saying. A lot of dudes with no experience just have the most to say. They want to argue. They want to just chat it up. But
yep.
Said I got hoes in different area codes. One in the bay, I got one on the coast. I like that bitch from Miami the most. Shawty complexion like cinnamon toast. She spinning back on her nails and her toes. Calling you up when I get on the road. Sliding your body inside of the ghost. Suicide doors and the ghost. That's why she love me the most. Nigga, you lame me, you broke. She want a nigga with dough. Bitch is a whole nother latitude. She fuck me cause of my attributes. You don't get money, they laugh at you. 6 of her hoes in a Bentley coupe. Said I got hoes in different area codes. One in the bay, I got one on the coast. I like that bitch from Miami the most. Shawty complexion like cinnamon toast. She spinning back on her nails and her toes. Calling you up when I get on the road. Sliding your body inside of the ghost.